Before we begin our podcast, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on. For Cass, it's the Borragagal people, and for Hayley, it's the Dharawal people.
I've got issues with the laptop. I've got issues with everything. What? Why?
Why? Just
Let's
quickly,
go. Yeah.
what's a pedophile's favorite garden?
Kindergarten.
Yep.
What does a puppy and a nearsighted gynecologist have in common? They both have wet noses.
I added Paul Walker on my Xbox, but he spends most of the time on the dashboard.
We're sad people.
Yeah, I do.
A blues match.
Another
Yeah.
Paul Walker one. How does Paul Walker like his donuts? He doesn't. He's dead.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
welcome to Drag Me Out.
Yeah. I'd be Cass.
Sometimes Hayley, sometimes one of the other 12 personalities I have.
And we've got to know all of them intimately. So welcome to our podcast. We're going to talk shit. We're going to talk some RuPaul's Drag Race. We're going to talk about events. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. But I have to start with a disclaimer.
Yes.
I would like to apologize to possibly the one Kanye fan, Jay-Z fan that may be watching. In our last episode, I accused Jay-Z of everything to do with Taylor Swift. And it was Kanye that did the thing up on the stage.
That's what I thought. Did I? Oh, okay.
But that's okay, because I'm allowed to make mistakes, because I'm an old person who doesn't really understand the ways of the young world. But I thought I would just go, okay. Oh, also, second disclaimer, I have to downgrade Tay Tay Stalker fan to Tay Tay Super fan, because it was pointed out to me by Tay Tay Stalker fan that at least she didn't follow the jet from Honolulu to Sydney on the tracker. So therefore, apparently that does not make her a stalker, because she did not do that. So she has now been downgraded to Tay Tay Superfan.
I'm putting a kibosh on the Tay Tay talk. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't.
Oh, but I've got updates.
No.
Yeah. I got updates.
Okay, but after this episode, I don't want to hear it for at least another 4 episodes.
That's fair. But what I will say is, if I have to look at that Ticketek marketplace of blue fucking line or any lines in the lounge to try and get tickets that are being resold, if I have to, like, I'm going to, like, go Michael Douglas falling down just wanting to shoot everybody type thing, because it's a bit much now. And then I discovered another way to buy the tickets, and I'm about a week too late, and otherwise we probably would have had tickets by now.
Right.
Because, and we did speak about this in the last episode, I am not a Swiftie. I am Swiftie adjacent. Take from that what you will. But I mean, is there really much? So we're recording this on a Saturday, which is Sunday, which is night 3 of her 4 concerts. Travis only turned up for the first one. So am I really in? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go that, but I just wanted to go see Trav.
Why would he go to all of them?
Well, Tay Tay Superfan is going to 3 of the 4, and that was only because she couldn't get tickets for the Monday.
Look, I'm not going to bag Tay Tay Superfan, because I know that she is your friend.
And she does listen.
But it's enough.
Look.
I know everyone has their thing. I have my thing. You are aware of what my things are. But I am not that dedicated.
And I completely understand that and get it. And, so do all the other people in the world. Everybody has their vice, right? Some people smoke, some people drink, some people do drugs, some people listen to Taylor Swift. I will say this though. I have become really obsessed with Miley Cyrus's Flowers song. And I understand that I'm late to the party. I get it. However, that thing's a fucking masterpiece.
I'm really feeling Beyonce at the moment, and I'm not really a huge fan. Look, I like music, but concerts, they combine like three things that I hate. That's
Wait,
crowds,
loud
loud
noises.
noises, and people being near me in general.
Yeah.
Like, so I've been to concerts, and I'm like, when I'm there, I'm like, yeah, this is great. But it's all the lead up. You have to line up. You have to, everyone apparently needs to be 2 centimeters behind you just in case someone takes advantage of that and sneaks in between you two. Like, it's just, it's too much. It's too, it's a lot.
Well, I mean, her concert, what's her face's fucking Tay-Tay's fucking concerts are 3.5 hours long. 3.5 hours,
And
right?
I saw the footage of the time lapse of people getting on and off the trains, like to get home. Oh, no, no.
But that's because they're not doing things like I was reading up on this in case I got tickets. The Tay-Tay Express, not the train, but it's a coach service, and you meet up at there's 3 designated points. You pay $65 return, and you're on a seat. You've got a seat. You're not standing. It's a coach, and you go almost to the front door. They drop you off. You go to the concert. They pick you up where the bus area is, and they take you home. Like, I would much rather pay $65 for that than
I would
do
have done that
that
for
other
sure.
shit,
Yeah.
right? So Tay-Tay Superfan has endured 7 hours to this point, to the point where she sent me a message going, if you've got any endone, I'll take it, because she's in that much pain. But they get dressed up as the eras. It's like people who go to Ren fairs. They dress up as their favorite era. Like, she's like, oh, I've got all of my 3 outfits like
How
picked out. And
many
I'm like,
eras she's got? Isn't she like 30?
she's got 10 albums. It's 1 album per era. So it's the Red era, the Reputation era, the Folklore era, the Evermore era, I just named a whole bunch of them.
What's it? So is that what her albums are named?
Yeah.
Oh, I never got that until now. I didn't know what her albums are because I could not care any less.
But that's only but why it's been explained to me. But I will say this, and it's so cute. So Tay-Tay Superfan actually made me one of the friendship bracelets, right? That Tay-Tay has, and it's a drag me out one.
Yeah. Where do you do that?
Yeah. I'm showing everyone at home, anybody who's watching. So this is the Drag Me Out one, and this is the one that she actually gave me a few months ago, which is, so the bracelets are all about either her albums or lines from her albums or song titles or something about her. So, it is what it is. And so this is the last time that we're going to be talking about Tay-Tay.
Thank God.
Unless the Phonio gives me an alert saying that there could be tickets available for me through another service, which I've used before, so it's not bad. Like, I don't mind concerts. I don't. Okay, so the large, huge one that we went to was Adele, right? Which is great because she's a unicorn, and that was okay. And so I actually pre-booked the parking that's there before I bought the ticket. So we had no problem. We just drove, went to the concert, sat in the car, waited for our turn to go down all of the little like wriggly laneways to go down the parking structure, and then we went out, which was fine. But I couldn't. There is something of it. There is a part of me that hopes that I don't get the tickets, because the idea of sitting in 3.5 hours of concert really isn't appealing. But at the same time, I mean, it's an experience. I don't know.
Would you be sitting though, or would you be standing? Because
Apparently,
everybody
you've got
around
no
you.
choice.
What do you mean you have to
You've got
sit
no
down?
choice. No, you got to stand, because like everybody just
That's what I'm
stands
saying.
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's
So you would
ridiculous.
be standing in a seated venue, but you would be
Mhm.
standing because
Yeah, and I
otherwise you'd
have
be
a
over a
problem
seat.
with that.
Yeah.
And I have a big problem with that.
Yep.
Like, seats are for a reason. Stand up at the end of the song and have it on pause and all of that. Have a little bit of a dance around if you want. But like, apparently it's almost mandatory to stand for 3.5 hours, because I know somebody who went who they were seated and they were like, we couldn't see anything for the first 5 minutes. We had no choice. We had to stand. Like, but A-listers are going. And but do I want to go now that Trav managed to only be in the country for 2 days and then went?
Maybe you didn't go. Maybe you just
He
didn't
went to
go
the
to them.
first night.
Yeah, but like maybe he just is having fun around Sydney. I don't know.
No. He's already boarded the flight back to the States because he's got to go to an NFL party. I get updated on this every day, man. Every day.
Okay, I'm done with it now. Moving on.
Yeah.
Um,
How was your week?
yeah, it was all right. Just
Mm.
getting stuff done around the house. Um, getting back from holidays and having to sort everything out, and like my 8-year-old started a new school. And yeah, just getting our schedule organized, I guess. Bidets. I want to talk about bidets.
As in the bathroom apparatus?
Yes.
Right.
So they're a big thing in Bali because their sewage systems can't handle toilet paper. Like their pipes are quite small. It
Mhm.
tends to block up some stuff. So in our villa, inside there was a toilet, a shower, no sink, just a toilet and a shower and a drain. But the shower was directly next to the toilet, which
Mhm.
means there was no, but it was just an open floor. There was no like shower curtain, shower door. It was just a shower next to the toilet. So if you had a shower, everything would get wet.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's called a wet room.
Water closet?
No, I think it's called a wet room,
I don't know what that means.
as in like the whole room gets wet.
Oh, okay.
Been to a couple of hotels like that. They're yucky.
Yeah. So, but outside there was a shower and a toilet. The toilet was, they were next to each other, but the shower was, it's really hard to explain. You walked in the door, the shower was directly there, and above it, there was no roof. However, the toilet was next to it, but there was a roof. It was like a half roof. It was very strange.
Right.
So we mainly had showers and went to the toilet outside
Mhm.
because it was just too hard to go inside. Plus, like you'd be swimming every day, so there wouldn't be need to have a shower every day. It's just you swim and you wash the chlorine off, and that's fine. But I really struggled. So they weren't the bidets that are attached to the toilet seat. They were the bidets that are the hoses. So
Right.
you have to take it off the wall and aim. It's very hard for a girl. I find that it's very difficult. Um, apparently the trick is to pre-wet and then do your business. Apparently that's a trick. But it did cause me a lot of anxiety. Like I just felt very unclean, even though I wasn't, but I felt very unclean because I'm not using toilet paper, which is such a weird thing.
It's better to not use toilet paper.
I understand that. And I would like to get bidets installed. It's much easier in my house. I won't get them right now, but I'm still gonna have to have toilet paper just to dry it off.
Yes, apparently you do have to dry it off.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you have
Because
a dryer in the bidet. I don't know if you have a fancy one. I don't know.
well, the Japanese ones do. They have
Yeah.
the bidet and the air, and then they have the noise cancelling thing, so
Ah,
people can't hear your business.
ah.
And yeah,
But that was something that I looked forward to when I came home. Was going and pooping in my own toilet, being able to use toilet paper.
some people come home from massive holidays and go, God, I missed my bed. You're like, God, I missed my crapper. It's so
I
it's
did. I
so
really
good.
did. I missed the two things that I missed was pooping inside. That's what I missed. And my pillow named
But
Jeremy.
But so you were hugging the toilet for a whole different reason. Most people
Yes.
hug it for like, hangovers and stuff. You were hugging it. I missed you so
Missed you.
much.
Missed you
I
so
missed your,
much.
I missed your half flush and flush buttons. I missed all of that.
But I was so happy that literally the day before, well, the day of that we were leaving, I cleaned the house from top to bottom. I made like I didn't let my husband use our bathroom. I was like, nope, use the boys' bathrooms. I cleaned this top to bottom. I came home and my house was like spotless, so I didn't have to do anything. So it was nice to just come home and everything was like I changed all the bed sheets, made sure we had fresh bed sheets when we came home. Yeah, it was. So if I did get robbed, it'd be like they'd walk in and be like, "Oh, this is super clean. I can find everything now." But that was the only advice going to Bali. Just be prepared for the bidets. Bidet to you.
For days, for days.
Bidets, bidets. I will get one. Like they're all right. But because the one in my dad's villa, like that found your butthole. That came out
Right.
of the toilet and it found it. Whereas the other ones are a bit you have to find it.
Yeah, no, if there's any extra work on my part, yeah, no, I'll just go back to the toilet paper. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. So you just had a blah week?
Yeah, I just had a blah week. A lot of musings, a lot of things pops up. What's with Americans and ranch dressing? What is it?
This is my thing. This is my thing. So that sometimes I get onto Zoom calls with a group of Americans, right?
Yeah.
And this is my number one thing. They'll be talking about dipping sauces and stuff, and I'll be like, oh, I don't mind like a sweet mustard from Macca's or whatever it is. And they go, oh, ranch. I'm like, seriously, we have ranch here too. And I have tasted it, and I don't understand what the fucking fascination is,
But
because you know what? It doesn't taste very nice.
it's called a dressing. Like I use it as a salad dressing, not all the time because it's gross. It only goes on a particular salad close to a Caesar salad. But if
Mhm.
you want to add something different that's not a Caesar salad-y, but it's adjacent, like you're
Like
a
a
Taylor Swift
niçoise,
adjacent.
like a
Pardon?
niçoise salad.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where I would use ranch very sparingly. It's not very nice. It's called a dressing. It's not called a dipping sauce. It's not called get it with pizza and dip your pizza in. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I understand dipping into marinara sauce because that makes sense, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, the red pizza sauce, like sometimes
Yeah.
they get it on the side and they dip it, because like sometimes pizza places don't put enough on. But I
Correct.
don't understand the dipping into the ranch and eating it, because I'm not understanding the ranch thing at all. Don't
No,
get it.
I
No,
don't understand it.
no, Americans, you have problems. You have bigger
I
problems, but ranch is up there.
like the equivalent for ranch for me would be Kewpie mayo. I would
Yeah.
I would dip lots of things into Kewpie mayo, but still wouldn't dip pizza.
No,
I just
no.
I don't get it.
Marinara is the only acceptable unless you have a barbecue meat lovers and you want a little bit of extra sauce. But it'd have to be the barbecue sauce that is on the pizza, because you're just adding to it. But
Or like
yeah,
a
no, dip. No, no, no,
yeah,
no, no,
or like
no,
a
no,
blue
no, no,
cheese
ranch.
sauce. I don't
Maybe
know.
for those who like that stuff. But yeah, no, ranch. Ranch can fuck off. Ranch is bullshit. And every time I watch one of those, come shop with me at Costco things and shit, they buy like fucking huge tubs of the stuff. And I'm
I
like
don't
looking at it going, and they're like, oh, because we ran out. I'm like, how could you run out of that stuff? I don't get it. I
know.
don't even, sometimes though, when I go to Subway, when I get the chicken classic, I
Hmm.
put a little bit of ranch on it, but
No,
not much.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
It'd either be ranch or mayo for me, but I don't
Yeah.
generally get that from Subway anyway.
Well, sometimes you just want the little sting that comes with the ranch.
Yes, but not a
So
lot of it.
no, I always go one line. Don't
Yeah,
go like all over. Just like one line.
yeah.
That's it.
Pretend that I'm not American. Just one line, please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But the thing about Subway is I also don't understand how people can have like that sweet onion sauce. I don't get that.
No, sweet onion chicken teriyaki is my jam.
No, pass.
You gotta have it
But
all together.
but I want to know each and every name of the 1,000 islands that go into that dressing.
Mm,
You can't just say 1,000 islands and not be able 1,000 island and not be able to list them,
correct. And
because
is
that's
that the
just
same
stupid.
as ranch dressing, or is it different?
1,000 Island. Oh, it's got that little like tangy. It's that orangey tangy one. I don't
Oh,
love it
right, right,
though.
right. Oh, that's like mayo and tomato sauce mixed together, isn't it? With a
Yeah,
little bit of,
probably.
yeah, something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm actually okay with it, but like,
Life
don't know.
changing is cupid mayo and soy sauce mixed together. Creates this like tangy, yes, really nice.
Sure, sure.
Made another impulse purchase. So my husband and I are on a no spend for 3 months.
And you're
Mainly
just
if
about to talk about a purchase. Cool.
yeah, mainly it's me
Right.
that's on the no spend. But I made an impulse purchase ages ago. And I forgot to tell you because it was like my Scentsy thing, which I don't. My husband actually brought it to my attention that I'm not using it right. And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, you have to activate the smelly pod." Like, what do you mean I have to activate the smelly pod? Apparently, you're supposed to turn it. Anyway, it's still sitting in my cupboard. I'm refusing to try it. I'm sick anyway, so I can't sniff. I can't smell anything anyway. So whatever. I'll try that later, and I'll maybe do some takesies backsies, or maybe not. I bought under someone else. Someone else told me to buy them because I struggle with my husband snoring,
Right.
like close to murder snoring.
Right.
And that has nothing to do with me Googling last week how to murder your husband. I was looking for a book, and the only thing that came up was domestic violence websites. Then I realized I should probably not have Googled that.
Next time, Google it under the private thing.
Well, it was private. I think, yeah, if you flag anything like that, it comes up with like opposites. Anyway, it's a great book. Great book.
Sure.
So I bought loop earplugs. So
The
they're, I
ones that
don't
go over your ears.
know, so they're like earplug and then there's a loop attached to them. And you
Okay.
pop it in and then you
Mhm.
twist the loop into your ear. So it kind of like suctions in.
That doesn't sound very good for me, but yeah, sure.
Well, it's kind of like a normal earplug, I think. But I don't, earplugs make me paranoid that I can't get them out. At least with the loops, I got something to put my finger through so I can pop it out. Worked great. Best thing I've ever fucking bought. He could be
Awesome.
snoring next to me and don't hear it.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
highly recommend loop earplugs. I'm still on the fence about the Scentsy thing. Don't buy that. It's crap.
No intention.
No. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, people stop me in the streets. They're wondering where I'm up to. But the last time I talked about it, I think I was on season 12. I am now on season 37 of Survivor. I am 8 seasons of finishing Survivor until they start another one, obviously. I think that's pretty impressive.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of them just kind of blur. Like, don't ask me who won any of them because I won't know. But yeah, just for all those people that were wondering, like, I've been talking about it for weeks, and like people come up to me in the streets, like, "Where are you at Survivor?" Like, and I just thought I would let you know that's where I am, season
Mhm.
37.
Yeah, they come up to you and you're like, you're just going to have to listen to the podcast to find out exactly where I'm at. Tune in.
Correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
And then I
So
throw a frisbee, our business card at their face, and then I run away. Frisbee.
ninja star style. Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
What's going on with you?
What have I done? Went to the
The drug gala. Yeah, well, that's clear.
the drag gala on Thursday.
Yep.
Where, so it's been raining in Sydney, like, and it's been thundery and bullshit. And we crossed fingers and got very lucky that on the Thursday, the whole day it didn't rain. So we were like, okay, cool. The grassy area is going to be nice and dry, blah, 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 blah. So we make the trek down there and we get down there and we took a picnic blanket with us. And so My wife puts the picnic blanket down. I go and grab some stuff, and she goes to get some food as I went to get something else. And as I've come back, I've tripped on the picnic rug and have fallen forward. I missed a stone wall by about half an inch, the guy next to me said. Like, because when I realized I was falling, I finally put my hand out to stop myself. And he goes, had you not done that, you would have hit the thing for sure. But I pulled muscle in my back and my hamstring. So today is actually the first day where I've been able to move around with minimum effort instead of not at all. Could barely move on the Friday and still worked. And then yesterday I could barely move, but today is a little bit better. And I'm actually going into the office tomorrow, so that should be interesting. Yeah. So did that. That was so much fun. Because Ella performed. And she was so good. She was so funny. And Gabriella the Booch was there. And she was great. I tell you who the biggest surprise was, and possibly up there with the best, was Jojo Zaho.
Okay.
The pork chop of Down Under, right? Her performance to her lip syncing a rendition of I Will Always Love Food is right, with her pulling different food articles out of her outfit and out of her wigs and stuff. And then the end of the song was her pulling a drink out of her backside and sculling it. It was so funny. It was so good. And apparently they're doing it again next year. So that was good. That's pretty much it. Like, I think that's been the highlight, because most of my week, most of my time between the last episode and now, has been sitting on Facebook, not Facebook, Ticketek Marketplace. Jumping on at 3:00 in the afternoon when all of a sudden Ticketek puts Tay-Tay tickets up, and then having to sit through like all of that to find out that we weren't successful. Been doing that. I've become highly addicted to a New Zealand show called Shortland Street.
Right.
So I've been kind of watching that and falling asleep to watching that. And then this is the best part, okay? So accidentally found this, I think it was Tuesday night. It's a YouTube channel called React. And it's a bunch of college students and young adults who they do different videos, but the ones that got us laughing our heads off were you couldn't sing and you couldn't dance along to the music. And then they played some. Like, I was struggling. I was laying on the bed with my hand on my chest. Sometimes when I watch TV, I do that. And even I couldn't, like, the finger was tapping. Like, you can't resist. And the things that they were doing to these kids had my wife and I in fits of laughter.
Yeah,
So
they do heaps of stuff with those guys.
Yeah.
Food challenges and
Yeah, but we watched the ones where you can't sing and can't dance, right? And so the first night I started to watch it, my wife started to watch it with me. I think we went through maybe 15 or 16 videos. We were just laughing our heads off. So that's basically all that we've been up to. We're trying very hard not to have anything of a life between now and May.
yeah, I'm kind of the same. And getting stuff ready around the house means that I'm selling stuff. I'm getting rid of crap that we don't need, don't want. I'm getting rid of all my late grandmother's stuff, my dad's stuff, which includes What She Done Be Guessing. Speaking of JoJo and Ellawarra, they are on eBay right now. Put the link down the bottom. They are, the hardcovers are 25 with free postage, and the soft covers are 20 with free postage. So it's legit. You can go on and purchase them. If you buy more than one, you start to get discounts. I can't remember what I put on it. But yeah, basically I want to sell out with those ones so I can start making new ones, like printing new queens.
Yeah, guys, like, you don't have to wait on Ticketek Marketplace or anything like that for these. You can just go in and buy them.
Yep.
You won't have to go up against 500,000 other people. Just go in and buy them.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it. And once they're sold, I can start making new ones with new queens. Otherwise I don't have the room. I can't make new ones because I don't have the room. So
Fair enough.
go and buy 'em. Get them. We've got local
Yeah.
queens. We've got RuPaul's queens. We've got Melbourne queens. Get them. Speaking of
Yeah.
which, Roxy Horror, what happened?
Don't know, but it's a series of surgeries.
Right, okay.
So I don't know what it is. But I mean, while we're going down that path, I actually put up on our Insta. And I'm gonna say again, so the lovely Ellawarra has a GoFundMe
Mhm.
for her gender reaffirming surgery.
Mhm.
So if you actually go to our Insta page, you're going to see the post that I put up, and there is a link below to donate to the cause for Ella. Part of the reason, A, Ella's great. 2, it's not cheap. And C, she
1, 2,
has,
C.
yeah. So she hosts nights in the local area for other trans people, of which I don't believe she benefits from. So she's doing this selfless thing, and the least that we can do is help her live her authentic life and get what she needs to get done. So that's also in the link on our, the link is also on our Insta. So if you want to do that, even $1's better than nothing.
Yeah, we can donate $5 from every guess who game we sell.
Yeah, but I don't know what's happened with Roxy. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. So speaking of Roxy and surgeries, what's been bursting your pancreas?
This is going to be a bit of a personal one. It's a little bit of an emotional one.
Okay.
But I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible, because the more I think about it, the more angry I get. So there are people who come into your life who are there, whether they're for 5 minutes or, in my case, nearly 50 years, who never cease to disappoint. And this is somebody that I have known for an extraordinarily long period of time, and who I thought was accepting of me. Turns out they are accepting of me, but apparently get to cherry pick things about me and things about the people in my life and all of that. And so this person actually put up something quite negative against the LGBTQIA plus community on their Facebook. And it's gotten to the point where I can't have anything to do with this person anymore, because, as I said, you don't get to cherry pick the parts of my life, my chosen family, or anything like that to suit you. You're either all in with me or you're not. And the fact that this person is more than willing to say, I'm there for you and I'm here to stand up for your rights and all of that. Well, you know what? That thing that you put up on Facebook actually goes against my rights. So that's no bueno, no good. This is the reason why I have actually removed you from Facebook and have removed you from my life entirely. So the thing that is bursting my pancreas is, if you're somebody who has anybody in your life who is LGBT, fill in the blanks for the rest of the letters, you don't get to cherry pick and you don't get to compartmentalize the parts of that person that you wish to support. You're either in for the whole thing or you're not. It's that simple. Right now, this post was actually about non-binary people. Okay. I think we've spoken about this before. I identify as she, her. Obviously, I believe Hayley does as well. We do have people, I assumed. We do have people in our lives who are like family members to us who do identify as non-binary. And when you actually put something as disgusting as this person put up, you're actually doing it about people that I love. And that's no good in my book. And I don't care, as I said, if I've known you for 5 minutes or nearly 50 years. you leave my life as soon as you start doing that against my family. Plain and simple. Homophobic, hate crime assholes. But that's me. What about your pancreas?
Well, mine is similar in the fact that it's blatant homophobia. So you know how you go to like Typo, Schmigel,
Yeah.
Cotton On, and then you buy something and they're like, would you like to donate the 25 cents to charity?
It's never a gay one.
No. And
Never.
also just asking me is blatant homophobia. I don't want to donate my 25 cents.
They
Like,
pressure you into it too.
and then they make you feel like a horrendous person because you don't donate to charity. And I'm like, you're overcharging me for this pen anyway. How about you donate some money?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm sure that poor little Asian kid who made this pen's only getting 20 cents and you're getting $8.
Yeah. But it's never, ever, ever a rainbow charity. Never.
No, don't think so. I also
No.
try not to pay attention to who it's going to.
Well, I do, just in case someone decides to surprise me, but they never surprise me because it's never an LGBTQIA plus charity.
No, that would be
It's
like
not,
a specific store.
but it's not like Wear It Purple or, Acon or 2010 or anything like that. They don't choose those. It's always like the Smith family. I know that Domino's do the Smith family, I think. God, who else did that? Amnesty International. Don't mind giving money to them though.
No, I'm not giving you my 25 cents to make it a whole number.
No, but
No,
I don't like being pressured into it. That's why
no.
I like to buy a lot of stuff online because they're like, "Do you want to do it?" And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no. Can I spend $39.95 on one pizza, please? Thanks.
And I get that it's like it's their job. Like they probably get in trouble if they weren't asking people. Like it's a part of their, do you have a loyalty program? Oh, you don't? Okay. Would you like to donate? No? Okay. But it's like, it just I guess if they sat there and they're like, are you sure? I'd be like, well, now I have to.
Yeah.
But I don't like it.
No.
Blatant homophobia.
It's like when you go through Uber, whether it's for food or for the rideshare, of which I'm very proficient in now. Remember the first time? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm very proficient in Uber now. When you don't do anything, like you finish the ride or you get your meal or whatever it is, and then a couple of days later, you're like, I think I'm going to Uber. And then it'll come up with, do you want to rate them? Do you want to give them a tip? And you actually have to stop yourself and stop what you're doing and look for the X. Otherwise, you get caught up in actually fucking giving them, like, no. I understand that they're getting shit money, but they also, a lot of them work for more than one company. And
Yeah.
I know that. So when they go, oh, Uber's not paying me enough, but like you're getting DoorDash as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Okay. I got one. I've got one that's really gonna fucking grinds my gears. Right? Uber or DoorDash. You pay, say, the $8.95 delivery for your food, right? You expect that to turn up because you paid the $8.95, and then they say to you, the message comes through, they've got to make a delivery for you before yours. So A, the fucking food turns up either lukewarm or cold. B, I paid $8.95. Someone is fucking piggybacking on my $8.95.
Yeah.
And what makes it even worse was this happened a couple of weeks ago. So the place that we went from, it was raining or it was really hot. It was one of the two things. So the place was only a few hundred meters up, right? And they did a delivery before mine in the opposite direction. But I paid the fucking price. I paid the $3.95 delivery. But they went further away. All they had to do was come like 400 meters up the road to my place, drop it off, and then they could go to the other person's place because it was probably on their way to wherever. But no, they went a kilometer in the opposite direction, then came back to me. No, them. I didn't rate or tip. No.
I'm telling you what, I'm almost on 2 weeks of no spend. It's killing me. I'm just slowly adding shit to my Amazon cart to be ready for when the 3 months is up.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's still there, it's meant to be. If it's not there. But also, I just broke 2 of my favorite drink bottles. No, actually, technically, one I lost, the other one I broke. And I'm not allowed to buy another one. I've been very good.
Are these the Stanley Cup things?
Yeah, but not actually Stanley Cups. I refuse to pay $70 for a cup.
I don't understand why everybody is so fucking excited about those stupid things. I don't get it.
It's an American thing, though, like of how excited they are. Because you can get them here. I don't know if you can get them in store anywhere, but you can get them on Amazon for like $50.
That's too much to pay for a fucking piece of fucking plastic with a straw in it. I'm sorry.
No, not really, because like I buy the ones from Woolies, which these ones. They're the Decor brand, which are really expensive, but I buy them when they're half price.
Yeah.
And they keep like I love having my drink cold, and they keep it like if I left ice in it overnight, it's still got ice in the morning.
Right.
Worth it for me.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about drag. So over here,
Okay, he's hoping my memory sustains through this.
I can try and remind you, but I also took notes. So we're doing. Do we want to do Drag Race UK vs World first? So we've got. I'll just name him. Tia
Sure.
Coffee from UK
Love
season 2.
Love tea or coffee.
Hanaconda,
Yeah.
Drag Race Australia, second runner-up, season 2. I cannot pronounce her name. Aranja. Arasha.
Even after she went through that whole thing during the variety show about how to say her name, you still can't say a rankster.
Yeah, yeah. Suck a dick.
I can't
Arantxa.
say it. Okay, a rankster.
No, see, you can't even say it either.
Well,
So,
see, so there was a tennis player called a rankster, Sanchez Vicario, right? Everyone pronounced it a rankster, but it's a rancher. A rancher.
I love how she comes in. She's like, I'm a queer icon. And if you disagree, you are a transphobe. So she was in Drag Race Spain, Espanol, season 2.
España.
Yeah, Mayhem Miller, season 10, and All Stars, halfway both times. Theresa May, UK, season 3, halfway through on top 6, I think. Double elimination.
Yep.
La Grande Dame, Drag Race France, season 1, runner-up. Maria Summers, Philippines. Is that the one you bought a fan off at?
I think it is. I think it is.
I don't know. At Drag Expo. Because I was thinking that as soon as she came up. But then it could have been she was going for Philippines season 2. I don't know. You'd find the fan. Where's the fan?
It's somewhere in my bedroom.
Oh, okay. Then we have Jombas Blonde, season 4 UK. Keta Minaj. Keta Minaj.
Sure.
Keta Minaj. Holland, season 2. Beautiful boy. Absolutely beautiful. This season, I'm attracted to most of them. Scarlet Envy. Did not like her in season 11. Like her now, though.
Well, see, I didn't like her in season 11, but remember, I met her at Drag Expo.
Well, yeah, I met her as well, and that's why I like her.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very lovely.
And I thought Mayhem and Scarlet might have had a thing if Mayhem stuck around. Gothy Kendall, UK season 1, Pork Chop of season of UK. And that's it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is there 11? Am I missing anyone?
Oh, good question. La Grande Dame, Arangsta Castillo-La Mancha, Marina Summers, Keta Minaj, Mayhem Miller, Gothy Kendall,
Scarlet Envy, Tia Coffee.
Anaconda,
Yeah, got it.
Teresa May, Scarlet MVP. No, you got them all.
Okay.
Yep, got them all.
So then they did the variety show, but I want to talk about who's your favorite so far.
Tanner.
Well, okay, like
Okay,
bias wise.
So I tend to go by whoever makes me happy as soon as I see them in stuff like this, right? Hannah was automatically going to make me happy because we loved Hannah from Drag Race, right?
Yep.
I got very happy when I saw Scarlet Envy because we've met her, so everything. The one who made me smile the most, even more than Hannah, was when Jomba's Blonde came out. It was just an automatic reaction. As soon as she came out, I went,
Yeah.
it's Jomba's.
I don't know. I kind of am in love with all of them, like in their
They all
own
have
little
their
way.
moments. Yeah, they all have their little thing.
But I honestly, and not because she won the second time, but La Grande Dame. I don't know what it is. I love the French little like stuck up, like because the French are known for being stuck up, but that's how they are.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
No, why?
Okay, so the reason why French people are as rude as they are, especially in places like Paris, is because and they're like that with tourists, especially. It's because tourists try to speak French. They don't like it because they fuck it up.
Yeah, but
And so they're rude to them.
that's not fair.
It's not fair, but that's what French people do. And come for me, all of you French people who do not agree with what I have to say, but it's the truth. It's because people try to speak French. Plus, you know, they got the champagne, the Champs-Élysées, the Tower Eiffel, the Arc de
French,
Triomphe.
the French chef in the Muppets. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I like La Grande Dame. I think she
I do too.
is funny in a snobby way.
I think she was also hysterical in the variety show.
Yeah.
Because it was so bizarre.
She, yeah.
So bizarre. I was just like, you got me. You got me, gal. You got me.
And then RuPaul came in and she sounded very nasally. Very nasally.
Maybe getting over COVID, maybe getting over a cough or something. Maybe.
Because in the second episode, Michelle came out to do the mini challenge. So maybe, yeah, she wasn't feeling the greatest. And it's £50,000.
Yes, they get cashola.
They get cash money. But is that because they're on BBC Three now?
Possibly.
Right.
Possibly. But still, I mean, it's not fair that they go through all of it. It's like fucking so the Great British Bake Off, right?
Yeah.
When they win like the stupid plate trophy and the apron, like that's all they win.
But
they dedicate so much.
In the Great British Bake Off, they don't have to sew their outfits. They don't have to wear the makeup. They don't have to do all this stuff leading up to going on and spend all this money.
They still have to. Well, that's true, but then they still also have to like their day in the kitchen is not just make a cake and go away. Like they do like 2 challenges in one day.
Yeah, but they pay them for it. Like you can't not pay them. It's just be a stipend or something. They're
not employees of BBC. They're not employees.
Well, that just seems like slave labor.
It's the Brits. Of course, it's slave labor.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about BBC and now I completely forgot. Yeah, it's gone. So £50,000. That's exciting. And what's that in American? Like 70? Or a little bit less.
It's almost on parity.
Are they?
I'm just having a look now. Hold please.
I thought pounds was like 2.5 times ours.
British pound. Yeah, but that's okay. So what did we say? £50,000?
Yes.
63,000 US.
Okay. Not bad.
Of which if an American is to win it, they'll lose half of that in tax.
Yes, correct.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
They're already starting like the UK little alliance. Can I say tea or coffee? Like, I don't know. I kind of want them all to win. I'm just like, Mayhem Miller. Oh, she went
I can do
home.
without. She went home. I can
Yeah.
do without Mayhem Miller.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Because I'm sorry, but Mayhem Miller walks around like she owns the place, but she has not been very good in any fucking franchise.
No. And
Like,
I could do
no.
without Gothy Kendall. Could have done.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone else, I want them to stay. Marina Summers. Amazing.
Amazing. Although I'll say this, right?
Mhm.
So, when we were watching the variety show and Marina was doing the thing with the fire and like twirling and stuff, my wife turns around and goes, "That's cultural inappropriation right there." And I went, "How?" And she said, "What she's doing is a Polynesian thing. So, like in Hawaii and in New Zealand and stuff, they use like poi, which are the balls that are attached to the strings and stuff, and they do all of that." So I scoured the internet to see if something something similar was done with like the Filipino people to see if they did that. She might be right.
But the Polynesians don't own fire.
No, but it's the poi thing. The thing with the ball on the end of the strings.
But
Or
how, like, and this is my argument with lots of things, and I will take this up with Lucretia. But, like, she's not making fun of it.
no, but in this cancel woke culture, apparently you don't have to.
Well, that because there's a whole thing about African Americans and other people can't wear braids because African Americans own the braids, but that's not true because braids have been worn through centuries with Vikings and all these other people.
I know.
Like,
I know.
yeah, she's not making fun of it. She's not Jim Crowing the Polynesian fire.
That was kind of my argument. But these are the woke times that we live in, young Skywalker.
Educating is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything wrong with educating people on. I don't look. I can't tell what she did. Was I'm not Polynesian, and clearly. And if Lucretia was offended, I apologize on behalf of the Filipinas.
She wasn't.
Yeah. Well, like that's what I mean. Like, so how is it cultural inappropriation if she wasn't offended
To be
by it?
quite honest with you, I think she just threw it out there to see if it'd stick.
Right, fair enough.
And it got up my nose. So.
Look, the haka, if someone tries. Yep.
No. So the haka is all about having mana, which is like strength and stuff, right?
Yep.
It doesn't need to be. It's not distinctly solely for Polynesians. It's for anybody.
Well, it's a war
That's about
cry,
having it.
right? Like it's like a.
Well, it's ceremonial.
Yeah.
As well. So it's either a war cry or it's ceremonious. So they can do it at funerals, weddings, like they can do it whenever, right?
Mm.
But anybody can do the haka.
Well, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it right.
Yeah, but they actually have schools for it, right? If you ever get a chance, there's a 5-minute documentary on YouTube from Beats by Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 5-6 minute documentary on a quick history of the haka from a guy who teaches it.
Right.
So yeah, so things like the haka are not culturally exclusive. How's that?
Take it up with Lucretia later.
Yeah. But something like the Aboriginal war dance is.
I can't keep up with these young kids anymore.
I know. Candyland grapes.
That's what I wanted to talk about. I think that RuPaul's listening to our podcast.
Why do you say that?
Because they seem to be going back to sewing challenges. Like, they always had them, but, like, I don't know, with the Drag Race UK versus the world and sort of the offspring, like All Stars, they tended to lean more towards like the non-sewing challenges.
Yeah.
Whereas the second challenge in the second episode, sewing challenge. Like I feel like they're listening to what we want. Just bring it back to its roots. Bring it back to the original challenges, the stripper poles, the people throwing money at them. How much money did they earn? Great challenges.
Exactly.
Hi, RuPaul.
Hi,
Shout
RuPaul.
out on Instagram. Yes, we're going to make a concerted effort this year to promote ourselves a bit more, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Jacques, give us a call. But anyway, so I can't remember the variety show. I know Marina Summers won.
Yeah, did that. It was still good. Gothy
Goth Kendall.
thank you. Did a song. Mayhem Miller fucked it up, deserved to go home. Sorry about it. I'm sorry, but I don't get
Oh,
the
that's
only
right.
time.
She did the sound bowl thing, and the
Yeah,
first one
yeah,
was funny, and then if she kept going, it would have been funny.
yeah.
But
she laughed at her own joke.
And then forgot the rest of it.
And everyone was right. She could have just made it up. No one would have known.
Yeah.
She could have just talked shit. But here's the thing though, right? So as I said earlier, Mayhem, people talk Mayhem Miller up. I still don't understand why, because she has not proved anything to us at all. I don't get it when people go, oh, I just love Mayhem Miller. I'm like, I've seen her on 3 different fucking parts of this show, and at no time have I gone, fuck, she's good.
Mm.
Like
Agreed.
at no point. Right? So correct me if I'm wrong. That first episode was the lip sync. Sorry, the bottom 2 were Mayhem Miller and Gothy Kendall.
Yep.
Yeah. And Marina chose Mayhem.
Mm-hmm. And the Grand Dame.
And then Mayhem Miller has basically been slagging off Drag Race all over social since.
Oh.
Like,
Salt Bay much.
don't do it. Like, you can clearly see, this is for you, Mayhem, because I know you listen too. You can clearly see on each of your seasons how you managed to fuck up, where you managed to fuck up, and why you managed to fuck up, and why you got sent away. Like, just grow up, accept that this is what happened, and accept that you possibly deserved it. And I'm sorry, you may be fantastic in the clubs, but sweetheart, on TV and on these Drag Race shows, you're no good. So don't bother. And don't be such a fucking sore loser. Sorry about it, but like, fucking, like, it really grinds my gears, right? Because at the end of the day, these people would not have 50, 60, 70, 100, 120,000 followers if it was not for this show. Right?
Right.
So you are literally biting the hand that feeds you.
All that gave you recognition.
Yeah, exactly. So don't fucking do it. Like, just grow up, be an adult, accept that you did not get any further than you believed that you were going to get. Move on with your life and just go, you know what? As long as I'm getting the bookings because of RuPaul's Drag Race, then that's fine.
But she was given a shot and Gothy Kendall wasn't. Like, Gothy Kendall was out and then, like, the first episode. So I agree with their decision to keep Gothy Kendall in, just to let her show a bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then so Marina Summers won, got a repeater badge. Then we find out in episode 2 that La Grande Dame also voted for Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Then they all started to gun for the UK because there was some shady.
Because they all, but they all basically went, we're an alliance. Get over it.
Yeah.
Which I'm sorry, but why were they expecting anything different?
Yeah. It's UK versus the world. Not individual UKs versus individual countries.
Yeah, it's not UK versus the world. It's one UK, united for all.
Keep the money in the country.
Yeah.
So then they had the mini challenge, which was the mirror mirror. Who's the prettiest queen? Marina, of course, pretty. Shadiest, Anaconda. I did like her response. I'm funny, not shady. Mightiest was Marina. Neediest was Arancha.
Arancha.
And
Arancha. It's Arancha.
Arancha. Okay,
It's
we got there in the
Arancha.
end.
Yeah, we got there.
And then John was blonde was pissed about not being the second neediest by being needy. It was very confusing.
Almost proving that she should have won it.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, should agree. I agree. Then we had the happy ending ball. I loved when Tia Coffee went up to Le Grand Dame. No, sorry, Le Grand Dame went up to Tia Coffee and was like, I need the gold. And Tia Coffee's like, if you're gonna flirt with me for material, it's gonna work. I'm gonna give it to you. And then she's like, oh, you're good at concepts. I've got no gag reflex. Let's do it. So Tia Coffee, I love. Marina.
I didn't actually think much of Tia Coffee in her season.
No.
And then I watched, because they do the Drag Queens Like to Watch, they do a UK version as well. And the Vivian had Tia Coffee on one of the episodes where they just they react to a Netflix show. And Tia Coffee was just so funny.
Yeah, I find her hilarious.
Yeah, she's great.
And then they had the free looks, I believe. Free? Yeah.
Yep.
Can't remember what's the first one? Can't remember the categories of the looks. Yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah, I've blown an absolute blank. Yeah.
All I can remember is Le Grand Dame walking down the runway as Predator. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. And making those weird noises down her runway, but they were laughing and I was laughing too. I thought it was great. Both the times she made weird noises. I honestly don't think Hannah Kondo should have been in the bottom.
I was just about to say I don't believe she should have been either, but are we just
No. I tried to take it out of it. She met the brief.
Fair enough. Yep.
And because who should have been in the bottom? Should have been, I wrote it. No. Theresa May was already in the bottom, I believe.
Yeah, because the bottom was Arantxa and Theresa May, but like Hannah was pretty close to it.
Pretty sure Gothy Kendall, I thought, should have been in the bottom again. Pastel Princess, I wrote. Yep. And then I think Tia Coffee just had a red draped fabric dress. Even she was surprised she wasn't in the bottom.
So the runways, one of them popped into my head, so all of them ended up popping into my head. Was it Lady Prince? No,
it was Prince Charming.
That's Lady right. Prince Charming. She-Will Queen.
Yeah.
And
Princess something.
Drag to Riches Eleganza.
That's right.
Yes.
I know she explained it to us, but I got Hannah's, message of the mice making the dress. Like the colors weren't great, but that's what she had to work with.
Yeah.
And it looked like an okay dress. And they knew that she hot glued.
See, this is reverse tall poppy syndrome. Because you know how Australians get accused of tall poppy syndrome?
Do we?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's almost like a disease for this country, right? She's experiencing it. So, she's the tall poppy, and they're doing it against her. Instead of Australians doing it against them, we're doing it against her. They're doing it against her. I think I'm overthinking this.
I think you are too.
And maybe they just don't think much of her.
Well, Theresa May's dress is ugly. Marina Summers, I kind of think she should have been on top for that blue dress just alone. Considering she never has sewn before. Yeah.
So the bottom two were Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha
Mm-hmm.
and Theresa May,
Mm-hmm.
and Arantxa was eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
She went. Okay, so we've done the first two. We're obviously going to do the next one, episode 3 next week. Your top three. Go.
Three. The top three would be
I'm going to make it
Legrand.
easy. Make it four.
Four. Okay. I'm gonna do Legrand,
Yep.
Marina Summers.
Yep.
I really want Hannah to be up there.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Hannah because I
Mhm.
think she's got more. I think she just sucks at sewing.
She's almost the
And
second half of the season. Like she comes
yeah,
home with a gust in her sail.
and we know she's got great drag. Like,
Yes.
and she can paint. Like her face. She should have won that challenge just on her face.
I know. I know.
And I want to probably gonna put Jombers.
I'd put Scarlett.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Obviously, but see, Scarlett and Jombers could be the in and out.
Yeah, I agree.
And possibly Hannah. But I'm actually picking Marina to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards look, I think it's gonna be between Legrand and Marina, honestly.
Yeah.
I think Legrand is giving me French Evie Oddly vibe.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's who it is. I couldn't put my finger. Well done, you. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Evelyn Oddly. Yep. Absolutely.
And Marina Summers is giving me who's the Filipino?
God, the one that sent Jimbo home.
She's super pretty. What?
Oh God, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh, what is her name? Oh my God, this is gonna kill me.
Producers, can we get a name on?
Oh God. Doesn't she host like Philippines drag race? Please help me.
I can't. Philippine.
Wasn't she in like one of our expos?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn it. Maybe she's not Filipino. I'm pretty sure she is though.
Pangina Heels. Is that who you're talking about?
Pangina Heels.
Is she Filipino?
Is she Filipino?
I'm talking about the little one.
I don't know who you're talking about then.
Anyway.
Pangina Heels is Thai. I'm very, very sorry to the Asian portion of our listeners and viewers. I did not cultural misappropriate. I just didn't know and thought that she was. That's my bad. Pangina.
Oh, okay. She kind of reminds me of Chigli Caliente, but with talent. I don't know.
Can I just go back to the original, like the first episode for a second?
Yes.
Do you know how amazing Richard E. Grant is?
Which one's
He was the judge. He was the judge on the first episode. He was in the Spice Girls movie. Yeah. That man is an amazing human being and a great actor and funny, and everything I watch him in, I enjoy him in. But I also actually only found this out the other day. His wife only passed away 2 years ago, which broke my heart a little because Richard E. Grant, who the Spice Girls affectionately refer to as Reg, for the Richard E. Grant, he doesn't deserve anything bad in his life. And he was like, when he was doing the advertisements for the UK versus the world, everybody was commenting because if you actually look at him in the episode, he's got some eyelashes. He's like wearing the lash. I loved what he was wearing too. I know I'm going to somewhere stupid, but like at the same time, I just love Richard E. Grant.
Well, now you have a shot. Wife's dead. It's out of the picture.
Yeah, but my wife's alive.
We can make that up. We can make
And
that up.
I'm happily married to her.
I have a rug that I'm not using. Just letting you know.
Fair,
Could be her height. Well, I think that we should wrap it up there, and then next week we'll talk about the first 2 episodes of season 16 because, you know, they split them again. And then we can do that.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot, but it gives us, what is it? Content.
Well, it does give us content, absolutely. It just means that eventually I'm actually going to have to watch them again because I really don't remember.
I watched them for the 3rd time today.
See, I've watched them twice and I still don't remember.
I don't remember.
So the fact that I had to go for a 3rd time.
It was less than 40 minutes ago. Well, sorry, before we recorded. And I don't remember. So I'm going to try.
To be like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. So we'll go into that next episode.
Sure.
Otherwise, we'll just be here forever. I feel just talk about drag. But yeah. So you want to sign us out?
Sure, why not? Thank you everybody for watching and listening. Don't forget on Insta, we are Drag Me Out Official. Hit us up if you want to have a little bit of a chin wag or you got something to say or whatever. On YouTube, we are also a Drag Me Out Official. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification. Your podcast platform, streaming service things, give us 5 stars, give us a rating, give us whatever. Like, we're okay. On the eBay, don't forget that we're selling the what did we flog off again? What You Done Be Guessing. And we could use some dollars, and please don't forget to donate to Ellawarra's Go Fund Me for her gender reaffirming surgery, please and thank you. Is there anything that I have forgotten? No?
Like last week. See you next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Hayley, you got anything?
No.
Okay.
Don't blow your nose on the toilet.
Did you know? I got this from somebody. I don't even remember where I heard it. Apparently, if you are struggling going to
breathe out, TikTok.
What?
So it works the same if you just breathe out. You don't have to blow bubbles. Just blow.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I was just about to say, I learned that if you're struggling to do number 2 while you're in the bathroom, apparently if you cough.
No, don't cough. You shouldn't be coughing. You shouldn't be blowing your nose because you can actually prolapse. Blow out. Like exhale. Because you know how when you kind of strain, you hold your breath?
You do.
Blow out.
Okay.
Life-changing. I'm 33 years old. How old am I? 34? 30, whatever. And I learnt this and it's life-changing.
But here's my thing now. I mean, I'm breathing while I'm talking to you. Does that mean that I'm shitting myself right now? I mean,
you got a loose butthole.
Every evidence has pointed to the contrary in the past.
Yes.
Like
throwing a sausage down a hallway.
Don't be like that. So I guess we'll see everybody next week. Thanks for watching and listening. And can we for the thumbnail in this, can you chuck Taylor Swift's name in there somewhere? Because that'll get us some people watching.
That's true. That's true. I'll do that.
Yeah. Guys, this is marketing at its finest. You guys have just witnessed it. Thank you. We'll see. You're welcome. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you next Tuesday.
Bum, 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 bum.